Hello, so this is going to be a long video. I'm going to be yapping a lot, so be prepared. There's a lot I want to talk about in this video, and let's just start it off. So, Season 6 dropped. I'm going to go over the new stuff. So we got a new character overhaul. I did actually end up doing one multi. I got pressured into it, and I did pull him in the one multi I did, which I guess I'll take because Rapid Bakugo, 100% full Kaling Deku, and Strike Dabi all screwed me really hard. Bakugo I had to pity, Deku's costume I had to pity, and then Strike Dabi I didn't even get. I wasn't close to pity at all, but I didn't get it either, so... yeah, this is a nice win. Hopefully Shoto's quirk set is nice as well, because I would love, based on what I've seen, I'd love to pull him and play around with him. But, I don't really want to get into the stuff that we don't know too well about, because again, it hasn't even been 24 hours. Based on initial thoughts on overall, though, I think he's good. I think his special action probably needs nerfed a little bit. But I don't want to comment too much on him because he just came out. Gotchas, we got him with well, actually let's do costumes then gotchas. So we got Yukata outfits for Uraraka, Sue, and Momo. We had some random color stuff. We got festival stuff for Deku. For Bakugo, Shoto, Kirishima, Aizawa, and Mirio. We have the eye patch toga skin, so cool. And then obviously some random color variations here and there. They didn't show it because I think it's already out. But if we look at overhaul has, okay, it's not showing me there. I guess we'll just do gotchas. You can kind of see it. Overhaul has a plus ultra outfit where he's like awakened and has all the goop on him. And then Shigaraki got a costume where he awakened against the fight against Redestro. Not Season 6 Shigaraki, just the awakened, so when his hair went white and like his fingers were broken and whatnot. Vigilante Deku's back, nice to see. And then we got the Season 7 Bakugo skin with like the turrets or whatever on his shoulders. So, you know, cool skins. We're definitely, you know, starting to get more and more skins that I think a lot of people will care about, so that's good. In terms of upcoming banners, these are all the upcoming banners. The Festival, Aizawa, Deku, and Shoto are going to be on the Todoroki Quirk Set banner, which comes out basically a month from now, a little less than a month from now. Gallery pieces, we have two new game exclusive ones, so Decisive Battle and Guard the Item Box. And then we have a few new anime ones. We have This Is My Full Power, I didn't even look at the name, Underground Type Hero, I'm Stronger Than You, The Story of Becoming the Ultimate Demon King, Further Chaos plus Chaos, and How Long Am I Waiting to Become a Hero? So pretty cool loading screens. I definitely like the Season 6 ones the most. Hopefully we'll start getting more and more of those, because I just think Season 6 looks great. The style choice that they went with and everything, it's phenomenal. So, yeah. And I think... oh yeah, there's a drop event. There's going to be a mission event and a battle event. And that is basically it. We do have Shoto's Quirkset stuff in the files, but he's not out, so I'm not going to comment on him. So that's kind of everything. They did summerify things, and no, I do not want an ad. Like the map is summerified and whatnot. So cool stuff. No, did I miss anything? No. Okay. Normal emblems, supply items, you know, all that. You could check it out in game. Now let's go into this. Now this is where I'm gonna start ranting. But let's just read it first before I say anything. So, during the maintenance and update carried out on July 24th, 2024, the following actions were taken, newly added. License rewards acquisition has been changed from automatic acquisition after battle results to manual collection on license screen. A badge will be displayed in the license menu if there are uncollected rewards. I don't really... Sure, I guess. Fine. There have been some adjustments regarding the game mode selection screen. Progress and rewards for season achieved rank cannot be checked. Rewards obtainable from ranked matches cannot be checked. Principal Nezu will not provide information on the next objectives. I saw this in-game. It looks okay. I feel like it's a little too cluttered for my liking, but I guess showing more straightforwardness for the game and characters is good. The rank displays are removed from the name field in the main menu. They probably did that because a lot of people were getting kicked because their ranks were not above a certain level, which is not going to stop that because now people are just going to check profile, check the rank, and then kick you. So I don't really see a point in doing that. The matching algorithm is adjusted to match players with even more similar ranks. So slight skill-based matchmaking. We'll see how this goes. I have not been playing much ranked, which I will get into later on. But yeah, cool. I guess it might cause more like longer matchmaking though, so we'll see. The achieved rank rewards have been changed from being distributed at the end of the season to being able to be acquired upon rank achievement. Cool, I guess. New special missions have been added, character-specific missions, common special missions, and add a new element, research notebook. Number 1, I don't know how that works exactly, but sure. Okay, so fine stuff, I guess. Nothing too groundbreaking. I think the most groundbreaking one is the matchmaking, skill-based matchmaking, kinda. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Excuse me. There's been a lot of talking. I need to get my yawns out. Alright, bug fixes. All Might. Quirk skill B, United States of Smash. Fixed a bug where the final combo from level 3 to 9 was difficult to connect against opponents without GP. I did kind of notice that people were getting out of it, so I'm glad that they addressed that. Himiko Toga fixed an issue where while transforming to Mirio Togata using the special action permeation and then finishing transformation caused the permeation effect to persist permanently. I thought they already fixed this, but I guess they didn't, so they fixed it again? Sure. And then Mirio Togata fixed an issue where taking damage just before activating Quirk Skill B, Phantom Dive, or the special action permeation could result in receiving continuous damage during the permeation state. I did play with someone who plays Mirio a lot, and he said that the way it works now is actually worse, because instead of like you doing the action, they just keep you from doing it, so you'll still sit there and take damage. So like it prevents you from doing the action and you just kind of sit there and take damage. So I don't know, you guys can let me know if this is like a good fix or a bad fix, but from what I heard from him, it's a bad fix. Character adjustments. Let's see. So Kotsky Bakugo, Quirk Skill, AP Shot, out his Alpha, increased penetration damage for all levels. I feel like the reason they did this was because Bakugo has a bug to where if he's shooting on the ground, sometimes the game will think that he's shooting through a wall even though he's not. And so it will like half the damage of his AP shot. Part of me thinks that they did this to to try to band-aid fix it, but I really wish they would just, I don't know, fix the hitboxes so it doesn't do that. It's probably not that hard. But regardless, this is still a buff, and a good one at that. Being able to do more damage shooting at people through walls is great. Ochaka Uraraka, Quirk Skill B, Home Run Comment, the beta. Expanded attack range for level 7 to 8, cool. I mean, a buff, but does it really matter in the long run? Barely. Because people always are, no one really is, unless you again get unlucky, you know, you're gonna be getting your beta to max immediately anyway, so like, this, and it's only level 7 and 8. I don't know, we'll see. Unless by this they mean that you get the car at level 7 and 8. But I don't know. Just to me, this doesn't seem like a big deal. It's a buff, obviously, and she can use all the buffs she can get, unless, of course, they decide to revert her back to Season 1 of Chaco, which I hope they don't. So, yeah. Shoto Todoroki, Quirk Skill, Y, I Stalagmite, his Gamma, increased travel distance for level 1 to 8. I did notice this as I was playing. It is a very good change. Again, any buffs for Shoto, these two are in a weird spot to where in like the early seasons they were broken beyond belief, and now like because they nerfed the way those two broken abilities work, they're kind of like always just going to be like meh. So they're just going to keep buffing other random parts of their kit till they eventually become good. I think these two are like decent at this point. But they could still use like minor buffs here and there. Tenya Ida, Quirk Skill Y, Recipro Turbo, everyone's favorite Quirk Skill. Change to maintain the speed up effect when leveling up during the effect. I think that's fine. I don't really have a problem with that. It's a buff for him to where like you can level up his Gamma and it doesn't like just stop it. Yeah, I think that's fine. Without Recipro, like infinite Recipro and whatnot, like sure, that's a fine change. I don't have any problems with it. Kirishima special action hardening, shorten the duration of the activation motion. Revert his special action to the way it was before. I don't know why they made it. They nerfed it. He didn't need it. I don't know. I guess like a buff, but is it really gonna matter? I guess we'll find out. Denki Kaminari Alpha. Reduce the time until the hit detection of the connected lines activates. So I think that means you get hit by it faster. So technically a buff for him. Again, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it's going to matter too much, but it is a buff for him, so. All for one special action plunder change to start reloading when switching Quirk skills. I think what I heard from the way they word this is really bad. I think they just increased the cooldown for it, from what I heard, so I think that's fine-ish. I just hope they don't go too crazy with all for one nerfs, because I think he's a character to where if they nerf him too much, he's gonna be really bad. But I think this is fine, making it to where you have to prioritize like which skill set you want to use at the time, and like, you know, so you can't just like get it like immediately and then like just go back and forth constantly. Like you know, like if you have a Chaco, you can't just like run away immediately. Like, you actually get punished for switching, which I think is fine. Let's just hope they don't go too crazy with the nerfs for him, but we'll see. I do hope they change the charge alpha back to the way it was, because I don't think that needed changed. I think change that back to the way it was, and like, yeah, I think change that back to the way it was, and then maybe make it to where he can't steal all for one quirk sets or something, and then like, I think he'd be fine. Maybe, I don't know. Endeavor, so this is the guy who got the most changes this update. His alpha, Burning Ray, reduced the number of shots for level 5 to 9, increased the time until reloading starts, reduced reload speed for level 4 to 9, and reduced reload speed after using all shots for all levels. So this is a pretty decent nerf for Endeavor. He now has only 4 alphas from level 1 to 9. So the only thing you're getting when you level it up is reload speed and damage and the bigger beam. You're not getting any more shots. So I'd say that's a pretty sizable nerf for Endeavor. You have to be more careful with your alphas and where you throw them out. Now, if they just did this, I would be like, I don't know why they would do this, because like, you do need to have good aim with Endeavor. It's not like free and easy to hit your alpha shots with him. You do have to have good aim with him and have a good lock on, and there's ways to like cheese it. Like, if you spam roll, sometimes his alpha will like not hit you, even with like aim assist. If you spam roll, like, it will kind of unlock on the target and lock back on. Like, it's a little finicky. And plus the fact that when you hit someone with his alpha that has like a startup, oh god, we're 17 minutes in and I haven't even got to the main point. Cool, fine. Work skill, prominence burn, increase damage for all levels, increase reload speed after using all shots for all levels, shortened hit intervals, and reduce the time it takes for skill to activate at all levels. I think this is a very good change. It is no longer a suicide button. It is actually very, very good. Too good, in my opinion. I think they probably are going to nerf it a little bit, but I like the idea here. Just maybe nerf like I don't know, maybe change reduce the time it takes for the skill to activate like back, or yeah, or like, yeah, I think like this probably would make it more fair and balanced. I think it should do a lot of damage for how risky of a move it is, but I think they took away too much of the risk. So yeah. Mirio Togeto, Quirk Skill B, Phantom Dive, change to zoom out the camera when used in midair. Cool. Mr. Compress, Quirk Skill Beta, Sleight of Hand, increased damage of reflective bullets, fine. Thank you for your continued support of My Hero Ultra Rumble. The only character here that I would say needed touched was Endeavor. Like, okay, Denki, I think he, like... Okay, let me rephrase that. The only character who got meaningful nerfs and buffs, I'd say, is Endeavor, really. Denki needs nerfs, but they just instead gave him a buff. Kirishima needs buffs, but they gave him, like, the worst buff they probably could have. Shoto and Ochako need buffed. I guess these are fine. Like, we are now one season, full season, with the Strike Deku changes. And I don't even know how many seasons since Yellow Shigaraki came out and Mount Lady have not been touched. And then those are like the 3 main culprits I always go to. And the fact that they are dodging nerfs so much is actually really stupid and ridiculous. I didn't even comment on it, how I feel about Endeavor. I think this is like fine changes. It just maybe like nerf the Gamma a tiny bit, and then like fine, I'll be fine with him. So let's go. I made a tier list here. We have needs nerfed badly, minor nerfs, fine as is, needs buffed, only God can save them. Now, I know people right off the bat are going to see this and lose their mind. There are some characters to where I think they need buffed and nerfed in some cases. I'll try to go over them very, very quickly, but like this is my... I did not put Shoto or Ovaho in here because they just came... Overall just came out. Shoto isn't even out yet. So I'm not going to like comment on them or put them in here, but they are here. So I'd say like this row is the most important row. Needs nerfed badly. Strike Deku, Denki, Kendo, Ibara, Mount Lady, Assault Shigaraki, and Strike Dabi. All of these characters need big time nerfs. I'd say Froppy, Compress, Aizawa, Endeavor, and Twice need minor nerfs. The nerfs I was talking about with the Gamma, I think if they do the minor Gamma nerf, then I'd put Endeavor as fine as is. But right now his Gamma does feel like a little too strong. Twice, you could put him here or there. It doesn't really matter. The only thing I want them to change with Twice is get rid of the Gamma tracking. And I'd be perfectly fine with how he is. The fact that like the Gamma tracks you and then it staggers you when it hits you is the most infuriating thing in the world. Get rid of that and they can keep everything else the same and I will have no problems with Twice. That's the only thing I want nerfed. Fine as is, I think Strike Bakugo is fine, Rapid Bakugo is fine. Maybe you could say, I would probably put him more towards needs buffed. Or fine as is, but you could put him in either or. Some people are saying that he's a little too OP. I don't see it. I know people are gonna... Ida, what is Ida doing here? I mean, maybe put him in minor nerfs if you want and get rid of like his hyper armor and his kick or something. I just don't think Ida is as big of a threat. He's annoying, but I don't think he's as big of a threat as he used to be. But I like if you put him in minor nerfs because of his like beta having super armor and whatnot, I totally get that. Momo, again, I could also see people putting her in minor nerfs or even in needs buffed. I think the way she is now, she's fine. I think she's a good character. I don't think she needs change. Her cannons still do crazy damage. Her alpha change, I think, is good because it makes it to where you just... Her alpha's really annoying, so I think the way that they nerfed it and buffed it at the same time is a good, like, compensation for it. But again, I could see people putting her in needs buffed or minor nerfs. Cementos, I also think is fine. I don't really have a problem with how he is. He's good, but I don't think he needs nerfed or buffed. Toga, the only thing I'd say is maybe make it to where her beta doesn't last infinitely when it like when you bounce off people. But that's the only change I'd do. Like the changing back and forth between quirks, honestly, I think is fine. I would rather people play her like that than spamming beta, because that fits the character more. All for One, I haven't really played with him since the change for this season. This is going based off before the change, so I can't really comment on that. But based on what I have played, I think he's fine as is. Again, maybe nerf the alpha, like startup, like maybe nerf like the alpha damage a little bit, and nerf the. And we'll move them in the minor nerfs. Like nerf the alpha damage a bit, not the charged alpha, just the normal alphas, and make the charge time for the charged up alpha the same as it was before. I think that'd be fine. Mirio is the most annoying character in the game. I hate him so much, but sadly, he's one of those characters to where I feel like if they nerf him at all, he's just gonna suck. So I don't know what they could do to make him, like, I think he needs nerfed or changed without getting rid of the spirit of the character and without making him butt. But that's a really hard fine line. So, like, again, I would put him here or here, either or. Yellow Deku, I think they need to change his bullets back, keep the damage the same, but give him his extra shots. That's all I'd say. Ochako, I don't know what else they could do, but, you know, she's still not, I would not put her as good still. Same with Shoto, I don't know what else they could do, but I still probably wouldn't put him as good. All Might, I think, needs buffed really bad. A lot of people complain about his alpha damage, so here's my trade offer. Revert all the cooldown changes, revert the health, basically revert every change that is, every nerf that he has gotten in the past few patch notes, and lower the damage of his shockwaves and his alpha a bit. I would be fine with that. It's just like, I think the lower health is dumb, all the extra cooldowns is dumb. Like, nerf the alpha damage and revert everything else back to the way it was, and I'd put him as fine as is. Shiggy, he does need more. I think make his alpha go down walls. Since it already goes up walls, make it go down walls. And then maybe give him a little extra health because he can't really run. And that probably would be it. And then Purple Dewi, I have no clue what they could do to make him better, but I do think he still needs a little more. And then Kirishima, just poor Kirishima has been like nerfed into the ground. Again, I haven't tried him with the new change to his hardening, but considering he could still be knocked out of it in like 2.5 seconds from like the dumbest shit, I don't think I'm going to change the spot. Like, I think his hardening needs to go back to the way it was. I don't know why they made it terrible. And then again, overhaul and technical Shoto, not going to comment on, because one of them just came out and hasn't even been out for 24 hours, and the other one is not out yet. So, this is my list of things that I think need buffed and nerfed. You can disagree with me. You can say that I'm stupid. Whatever the case may be. These four, though, right here, at the very least, need... Like, I don't think there is an argument for these four to not be nerfed, in my opinion. You could even make the case for, like, Denki, Kendo, Ibara. I disagree. I think Ibara does too much damage with her alpha, and the cooldown is too crazy for how much damage it does, and the range, and just the way it acts as an alpha. Kendo, I just think her gamma and alphas are just too strong. Her shield is, like, absurd as well. Plus she has 400 health. I guess she has no movement, so to compensate for that, but I'd be fine with the health if they, like, lowered the damage of her alphas and gammas, or, like, made the speed in which her moves come out is, like, really quick. Like, it's super quick. So she doesn't really get punished for just spamming moves. And then Denki, his gamma is still the size of a freaking football field. I don't know why they just refused to change that. Give him 1 gamma, and then give him 2 gammas at level 4, and then make the hitbox smaller. Maybe lower the damage a bit of his alpha. Actually, keep the damage the same. Lower his health to 300. I don't know why he's 350. These four, though. These four, literally these four are these are the reason that sorry, it's 29 minutes, I'm still talking. These four are the reason why I have not played ranked yet this season. Because I was doing matches last night when the season just came on, and it was like, these four avoided the nerfs. They're still dumb, they're still stupid, they're still skillless. Like, and like, it's not fun. It's genuinely not fun. When I see these characters in my lobby, I'm like, great. If they're a good player, I'm most likely dead and I have no chance. And especially because you'll see a lot of times these four on, or three of these four on a team. And they're good elements too, so that doesn't help either, because if you have two of these guys and then him, then Shiggy's doing max damage. Or Mount Lady's doing max damage. Or if you have two of these and then a Strike Deku, he has a max defense. Like, it's absurd, it's dumb, it's stupid, I hate it. It is not fun. It is not okay. Which is why I feel kind of bad, because y'all really want me to do gameplay videos, and I'm gonna be honest, I really don't want to play the game with these four running around. Like, I genuinely don't. I can live with the way even Mirio, as annoying as hell as he is, I can live with it. It's these four because they're not balanced. They're not balanced. And if you need reasons, well, let me give you some reasons real quick. Strike Deku should not have 350 health. His Gamma should not let him jump basically as high as All Might. Twice. His Alpha should not do as much damage as it does. It should not have as much range as it does. And then the Beta, like... the Beta, I think, should do more damage and have a bigger hitbox from the height. But I think the damage also, again, on that needs toned down. He is like a jack of all trades. He has like almost no weakness. He can run away from situations. He can run into situations. He can insta-revive. He has almost the max HP value in the game. His range is really good. His damage output is stupid. Like, he needs nerfed big time. Mount Lady, again, another character that I think is a problem. You can't get Beta stun combo to death anymore, but you know, they can still hit you with one Beta and then throw off like 3 or 4 alphas before you can do anything. And that wouldn't be a problem, but her alphas also hit really freaking hard, and she gets a lot of them. Like, she gets a lot of alphas, her alphas hit super hard, and they almost feel like they have like tracking on them to some extent, like glue. Like they just glue onto targets. Like, keep her Gamma the same, fine, whatever. But, like, reduce the freaking, like, damage of her alphas. And, like, the tracking that they seem to have. And, like, I wouldn't have too many issues with her. But it's just, it's so cancer, because she can literally just break your shield in, like, 2 seconds. And also the fact she can chase you down, regardless of the character you are. Due to her incredible movement tech that she has, which, you know, is great on top of everything else she freaking does. Oh, and she also can go big, which nullifies some of the damage that she takes and makes her do even more damage. Yeah, it makes her a big target, but usually a lot of Mount Ladies don't even go big, and if they do, usually it's in like a small circle, so you really can't do much about it. So yeah, cool. Yellow Shiggy is the Stagger King. You can do Gamma, Beta, and the fact that his Betas do 120 at max level, I mean, you're at the very least doing 240, so you're gonna break someone's shield, and do even more damage than that, because you're not including the damage of the Gammas. You could spam alphas at people and just shreds people's health. And again, the fact that all his moves stagger, like, allows his teammates to just annihilate people because they can't move. They lower the damage of his alpha by 5, it's not enough. And then Strike Dobby, press Gamma, press Hug, you're dead. The Gamma, when it goes off, does an absurd amount of damage. The Hug the tracking on it is actually so dumb. Like, I'm talking like aimbot levels of tracking. And like, he gets 2 of them. The reload times for his moves are too quick. Same with Yellow Shiggy. These 4. This is the 4 horsemen of My Hero Ultra Rumble. The 4 horsemen of they need to be nerfed, like, really badly, immediately. And you'll notice about these 4 characters is they all have avoided nerfs. Strike Dobby, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's very new. Maybe he'll get nerfed in the future. I hope so. Yellowshige's been around for a long time, and the only thing they have ever touched with him is his special action, which they gave it a buff, and his alpha does 5 less damage. That's it. That's ever since this dude released. He was the second quirk set, and that's all they've done. Mount Lady, her alphas, I don't know when her alphas got touched last. I don't think they've ever been touched. I think they've always just been stupid. They've lowered the beta thing, which I think was a good change, making the beta to where you can't just, you know, alpha, alpha, beta, alpha, alpha, beta, alpha, alpha, beta, to where people just can't do anything. That's a good change. But I still think, like, she needs more nerfs. Like, 100%. And then Red Deku, when he came out, honestly, he had a really strong alpha. They never touched his alpha. His alpha's always been that strong. It's just the fact that he had a lot of other weaknesses to make up, to kind of, like, balance the fact out that his alpha did, like, 1,000,000 damage per shot. Like, oh, he only gets 1 gamma and then gets 2 gammas level 4, and it's really slow and doesn't go as high. He only has 300 health. His beta only did a certain amount of damage no matter how high you were. But now that they gave him a bajillion crazy nerfs, he's stupid. Or, I'm sorry, they gave him a bajillion crazy buffs, he's stupid. So, the point I'm trying to make, I was very excited for this season. Genuinely, I was. And when I read the patch notes and saw nothing for Strike Deku, nothing for Yellow Shiggy, nothing for Mount Lady, nothing for Strike Dobby, not even anything for the other characters that I thought needed nerfed. Like, they didn't nerf any of these characters except for Endeavor. But before, this is him after the update. I think before the update, I probably would have put him as fine as is. You know, like, I don't think I would have put him in minor nerfs. So, like, none of these characters got touched. And, like, they're nerfing characters, or they're just doing small changes that don't matter. Shorten the duration of the activation motion. Okay, cool, but, like, you get hit 2 or 3 times, and it's gone. So what with Kirishima, they just want you to spam special action constantly during fights? Or, I don't know, make it the way it was before, because there was nothing wrong with it. Reduce the time until, yes, because everyone's complaining about this, I know. Everyone is complaining about this. But maybe they are, for all I know. The freaking Nimrods on Reddit think Strike Deku is not a problem. And that if you have problems against him, you have a skill issue. I think console players don't even complain about Strike Deku either. They complain about Endeavor, I know that, which is probably why this got nerfed. But yeah, you know, I don't know what to say or do, chat. But I'm telling you right now, because of these 4 characters, I don't feel like playing the game. Like, I don't feel like playing the game until these 4 get heavily nerfed at the very least. If these 4 get heavily nerfed, or just, I don't know, balance them, for Christ's sake, then, like, yeah, you know, I won't have a problem. Like, even with these 3 up here, and, like, these characters here, and, like, Mario, like, I wouldn't, you do these 4 characters nerfed, and I would be perfectly fine with how the game is. It's just these 4 rule the game. They are better than every other character around them. They have almost no weaknesses to them, and the weaknesses they do have really don't matter, because they can be covered easily by another character who's just as broken, who can be on their team. It's stupid. They need to do better at balancing this game. The balance state has been absolutely awful since the beginning of Season 5. They fixed the card glitch. Great. That was a great step. Now can we, you know, do more? You guys did that and that was basically it. You know, that's cool. Now Strike Deco, instead of doing 1 million, he only does 500,000. Whoopee. Like, it's just, it's infuriating. I'm sorry I've been talking for like 40 minutes. I just needed to, I wanted to do a video to where I talked about the new Season 6 stuff. And then I also did a rant, because I am so sick and tired of these characters not getting nerfed. It's genuinely frustrating. It's not like it's even like, ooh, boo-hoo skill issue. It's just not fun. He does 120 per alpha. He shoots you twice, your shield is gone, basically. That shouldn't be a thing. Shouldn't be a thing. And if there is a move that does that much damage, it better have a hell of a drawback. He has no drawback. That's just freaking alpha, and he gets 8 of them. So yeah, chat, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to say I am not quitting. I am not like, you know, nothing like that, but I'm just telling you how I feel. I don't want to play the game, especially ranked with these 4 characters running around. I don't want to. It's not fun, it's not fair, and it feels like I have to play one of these characters to stand a chance, and I don't want to do that. I like playing multiple characters. I'm not someone who likes playing one singular character and then that's it. I have favorites, obviously, and I have like a favorite, like Rapid Bakugo I think is my favorite character. But guess what? I'm not going to play Rapid Bakugo 24/7. I don't want to do that. There's 20 plus characters in this game. I want to have fun and play with multiple characters. And I could say, oh, do unranked. Unranked is great, but you could still run into these pieces of garbage in there. And, like, it's just still annoying. And in some cases, unranked is too easy. Yeah, you'll have your sweat teams here and there, and again, if you fight these characters, then, you know, best of luck. But, like, it's basically, like, either it's too easy, or you have to fight these guys, and that's the same thing as doing ranked, basically. Like, there's no difference. Other than the fact that you don't have some of the major sweats. Whoopee. But yeah, I don't know. That's my rant. Let me know what you guys think of Season 6 so far. I am hoping and praying to God that these 4 get shot down so hard. Like, it has actually gotten to the point where I would rather these 4 be absolute garbage than good. Like, I'm dead serious. Because at least I see new characters running around. Like, you know, out of the 20 freaking characters here, you see these 4 like the most. And some of these characters you don't see at all ever. Or if you do, you see them like extremely rarely. Kirishima, 1 every like 10 matches or something. Like, it's actually stupid. Devs, I understand there's not many of you, but you guys need to do better. I am so over the horrible, poor balancing in this game. Figure it out, find a way to do it. You all have no problems doing gotcha shit every 2 seconds, and like, do something with this, please. So yeah, I don't know. What am I gonna do? I don't know. I still want to do gameplay videos for you guys, especially I'm gonna do one after this huge rant. I'm gonna do an overhaul video, since I pulled him, And I do want to do more gameplay videos for you guys because that's what you guys want to see. You know, you've made your voice heard. You guys like the gameplay videos, so I would like to do those more for you. It's just like I might go into solos or unranked specifically for videos for a while because that's probably what I'm going to be playing mainly in my own time, because ranked is just no. I'll still run into these guys, but hey, at least my KD won't be affected, I guess, so cool. Alright, I've been talking your ear off for like almost an hour. Thank you all for sitting here listening to me rant. Apologies for the super long video. I just wanted to get all of my thoughts into one nice video for you all. I appreciate you listening to me sit here and whine and complain for the 100th time. If you couldn't tell, I genuinely like the game. I think the game is great. Well, let me correct that. The game is super fun, but the game is not good. If they did better with balancing and, you know, the gacha and whatnot, it would be a good game and a fun game, but right now it's just a fun game. It's not a good game. And these guys are ruining the fun aspect of the game. So, yeah, we're starting to lose even that. Alright. Thank you. I'm gonna go for real this time. Subscribe, bell, notifications, like, comment. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts on this list. Do you think I am full of it, or do you agree with some of this? Do you disagree with some of it? I'm sure no one is gonna fully agree with it. That's just not how it works. Everyone has differing opinions. But yeah, and again, let me know what you guys think of Season 6 so far. Let me know what you think of Overhaul. Let me know what you think of the little videos you've seen of Shoto's Quirk Set. And yeah, I am gonna go. I will catch you all in the next video. Love you guys. Take care of yourselves.